face tough opponents. Four really good programs with really good teams, good players, good coaches, and yeah, we're glad to be at home. And you know, the guys I think did well for themselves. We would like to have gotten maybe the win in Charleston, maybe fared a little bit better with our start in Rochester, but for the most part, I thought the guys represented the club and the city really well. I think the biggest thing that I've learned through the course of the year in terms of playing away games and being on the road is the need for defensive organization and
St. Louis FC looks to win 2 home games in a row for the first time all season. They'll be facing the Charlotte Independents, who will try and foil that plot, a team that in their last 12 games is undefeated and scored 22 goals in those last dozen. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Ramsey alongside with Joe McDermott here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park in suburban Fenton, St. Louis, Missouri. It is a gorgeous night, Bill. I don't know if it'll get any better. It's just about 60 degrees right now, and midway through the game we'll be in the 50s. There's no wind. The air is light. It's just beautiful. And a sold-out park.
Once again, another solid, the 5th one of the year, Bob, which is real testimony of what these fans have grown to expect from this team. Irrespective, we don't even need to talk about the 2-6-4 home record. We've belabored that. Why that's happened, none of us has an answer for that. Dale Schilly doesn't have an answer for that. Let's take a look at the first 11. We'll get back and talk about that. Alec Kann, the goalkeeper, in the back. Richard Dixon playing in just his 10th game. The usual center back duo, Sam Fink and James Musa. Patrick Duty at left back. The midfielders, the holders, will be Brian Gall and Jacob Bouchou. Across the midfield, Kingsley Bryce on that wide right flank. Jameel Hardware right behind the front runner, Jeremy Lynch, and Parker Morrow comes up from the left midfield slot. So the customary 4-2-3-1, which is another thing that Dale Schilly had to change literally in mid-year. He had been going with the diamond midfield, but he wasn't satisfied with the personnel that he had to play that particular formation, so he's much happier now with this 4-2-3-1. The opponent, the Charlotte Independents, they come in playing 4-5-1, led by their captain and their central midfielder, the creative midfielder, number 10, Jorge Herrera. In the back is Jerome Mishak, Bilal Duckett, alongside of Henry Kalungi, Rafael Cox. They come out of the backfield, and they will attack all night long. There are the 2 goalkeepers playing at tonight's match. The player matchup, Alec Kann, the goalkeeper for St. Louis FC, and John Berner, a local product who played his intercollegiate soccer at SIU Edwardsville. You see him with a mask on. He was injured in an Open Cup game against Raleigh, had a pretty severe injury, so for safety's sake, they've gone the route of wearing the mask. He is not the Phantom of the Opera. He's in the first 11 as goalkeeper.
He might seem like a monster before it's all over for St. Louis, however. They've played very well, undefeated in their last dozen games.
They're 6-0-6, Bob, as you pointed out. They are red hot coming into this competition. They stand in 5th place right now. 5th place in the Eastern Conference. Only 2 teams in the East, as we get a chance to look at some of the changes for St. Louis FC. Mike Amersley, Chad Vandergriff, Jordan Roberts, players that may get into the game, Peter Kelly, Brian Ciasolca, Kentaro Takada, but the Rochester Rhinos, they have clinched the regular season title, and the Louisville City FC, they likewise have clinched the playoff spot and a bye in that first round. So the Charlotte Independents with 40 points out of 26 games. Each team plays only 28 games. There's only 1 team in the league, that being in the Western Conference, the Tulsa Roughnecks, who have played 28 games.
Well, and you see Charlotte's been able to build to this point and climb the standings, and they've got a lot on the line as the season winds down.
And Mike Jeffries is their coach. He knows that. Mike Jeffries is a very experienced professional coach. Played his intercollegiate soccer at Duke, was the Herman Trophy winner in 1983, as a matter of fact. He was just named in December of 2014 to take over for Charlotte. He was a Chicago Fire assistant in 1998, 99, and 2000 for Bob Bradley. And that was 1998, Bob, when Mike was the assistant to Bob Bradley, when in their first year in the league, the Chicago Fire wins MLS Cup. So they were really proficient. Mike Jeffries had a lot to do with that. Consequently, as Dale Shilley told me, he knows this league because he has been involved in this league as well. He knows player personnel. He knows MLS. So consequently, he knows the makeup of professional soccer in the United States, and he has really brought that to the Charlotte Independence. They haven't lost since July 11th. That was to Louisville 1-0. And by the way, Bob, the Rochester Rhinos have one loss this year, which is astounding in and of itself. They have one loss this year. This was the team that beat them. Charlotte Independence beat Rochester 4-2. 4-2 on August the 1st. But as you pointed out, the real key to their season, this late stage of the season, they're 6-0-6.
Well, St. Louis beat them there.
Yes, they did.
And then they lost one more, and they haven't lost since.
That is
so
it.
they've found a way to turn it around.
They indeed have, and they're doing it with a solid performance by all their players. Their MLS representative is the Colorado Rapids. As we all know, St. Louis FC is linked up with the Chicago Fire of MLS.
As the color guard is out on the pitch here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park, Marshall Wireless Stadium. We'll take a quick break and we'll come right back for St. Louis FC Soccer.
Flag in the northeast corner of the field for the playing of the national anthem, sung tonight by the Father McGivney High School Choir.
Back to Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. Bill McDermott is there. I'm Bob Ramsey. And William, we talked a lot about the things, trying to, as we sit up here in the booth, try and help figure things out for St. Louis FC. And one of the things that we've tried to monitor as the season's gone along is the up and down and holes that develop in a roster throughout a season. I look at tonight's lineup and roster, and it might be as fulfilled as we've seen all year, if that's the right word.
Pretty strong first 11 that St. Louis FC puts out, with probably the lone exception of Brandon Barklage, who just cannot shake that injury bug. He's only played in 10 games for St. Louis FC, and when he came over to the club, that was the last thing that anybody imagined, because he had been, for all intents and purposes, match fit. He had been playing a lot of soccer, MLS-wise, obviously, but he's only played in 10 games, and that's been a real glaring omission from the first 11 for St. Louis FC. But I think one of the things that Dale Shilley was really, really keen on talking to me about prior to the game, Bob, is that what he has learned about this league. It's young, it's fast, it's athletic. Everybody's big, athletic in the backfield. Tonight's team, right. Case in point, all the wide players have pace. The target guys who can hold the ball and score, and it's just go, go, go. James Musa remarked to Dale at one time that you're always under pressure here. You can't stand on the ball, look up, make changes, take a breath, slow the pace down, forget about it. So you'll see an example of that again tonight. Charlotte's up and back and still trying to protect where they stand in the standings.
What I've learned from experts like you over the years who have taught me the game, that when you can possess the ball, you can control it, you can't get hurt. But one of the things that I think is attractive about the general pace of this league is that it's relentless, and holding the ball doesn't work often in this league because of the pressure I think that's good for fans.
Positively, you want to see offense. No one hops in their car, no matter where they're going around the country, and says, hey, let's go down and watch the home team defend. Nobody says that. Nobody's going to say that. Goals, goals, goals. They want to see goals. They want to see action. They want to see a track of soccer. And this league has pretty much, and Dale Schilly pointed this out to me on many occasions, has pretty much shocked everyone with the level of play that has
They've embraced it
positively.
They've embraced that thought. St. Louis comes out in their all whites, trimmed in navy blue socks. The Charlotte Independents in their royal blue kits, trimmed in white with white socks. They'll be moving right to left as we get underway here. Crowd still coming in on this sold out night in St. Louis. A couple of big tents on the north end of the stadium. Sponsors and Edward Jones Group, and they have a huge crowd here tonight. So we have fans all around the stadium.
And the fifth sellout of the year, Bob, last of which was on August 8th against Montreal. 5,321 people for that particular game.
We're just about ready to get it underway. St. Louis moving left to right. They'll have first kick. Kingsley Bryce out there, out on the right wing as Jameel Hardware gets him going, and here we go. Soccer in St. Louis underway. As St. Louis FC takes on Charlotte Independence. They're going to roll it all the way back and set things up with Sam Fink back in the penalty area. And we got something wrong with the ball.
Evidently not properly inflated. That's what James Musa said.
We don't like this.
Let the referee make his own judgment. The fourth official will go get another one.
I will apologize to listeners, as you now know what it sounds like when laryngitis is coming my way.
Uh-oh.
We had a little change in weather here in St. Louis, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
You'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine. St. Louis with the possession, and in the back, Brian Gall. He swings it left, and they'll bring it up the left side, looking to survey the scene. Musa waiting, drives it forward. He was looking for Hardware to run under it, knocked away, recovered by St. Louis. Hardware moves it for Lynch. He'll try to chip one on, looking for a man running into the box, and a quick foul. Is that a handball?
Yes, it was. Jeremy Lynch, being that lone forward tonight in this 4-2-3-1 makeup, Bob, comes just enough outside the penalty area, goes to find the game right away, gets the ball at his feet, tries to play it back into the penalty area. Defending is Paulo Del Piccolo, back in the first 11 tonight for the Charlotte Independents. Didn't play this past week in their game. He was suspended for that particular matchup, so he's back in the first 11 is Del Piccolo.
Patrick Duty back there. He's got the big left foot. Got two men back. They face a three-man wall. Pretty good angle for the striker.
From the left-footed player to the right side of the field, your center backs are up for a little flick-on deflection.
There's the drive, though. Trying to hit the top of the side support. That means that's like 8 inches for picking that right corner.
And that is anybody's preference all day long. Shoot from there without any question. Musa battling for position inside the penalty area, as is Bushu, as is Kingsley Bryce. This ball just whistles over the crossbar where it meets the post. That ball would have got in behind the goalkeeper, John Berner. Nicely struck by Jeremy Lynch.
Just missed. Drives one, look in through midfield, headed out by St. Louis. Richard Dixon, who's had some great moments this season,
yes,
down to our last 2 games, Kaling to throw it in.
I tell you, when this team started training, Bob, February 16th, Richard Dixon was the guy who really looked like he was going to be the starting right back in the first 11.
Really did. Really did. Kalungi,
up and back, corner flag to corner flag.
Hard back up the sideline. A couple of bodies hit the deck there.
Jeremy Lynch again coming back a little bit deeper to go find the game, make himself available. His first game back in about a month and a half at least, Bob. He was nursing a bad hamstring, as have quite a few of these players.
Sam Fink will get it started, and St. Louis will reload.
Musa just gives it to Gall. Gall playing one of those holding midfield slots alongside of Jacob Bushu.
Gall sends a man running on, has him, drops it back, looks for Hardware, trying to set himself up. They collapse, couldn't get it through the crowd, drops it back. St. Louis controls. Sends one through to the right side, looking to run under is Dixon. In the corner, sends one back through the area, and leaping out to make a play, and then getting drilled is the keeper. Wow.
That's what you want from your right back. Number 2, Richard Dixon, up out of the backfield. The ball's played to him behind the defense, on the ground, on an angle. He can run onto it and cross it just like this. Hits it first time, curls it over, tried to get it away from the goalkeeper, but John Berner, good hands coming off his goal line.
And he was under duress.
That was a collision with Jeremy Lynch, and Lynch did a nice job in that prior play. Got the ball forward, kept it, and just knotted it down. If you can't keep it or hold it, knock it back for an on-rushing midfielder.
Kalungi on the side didn't like the look, and they want to switch fields and go left to right. They do so through the keeper, Berner, and then over onto the right side. Little pressure up front from Hardware. Now for Mishak. St. Louis making the defenders play.
Bob, it's a home game. You won your last home game in dramatic fashion. Come out, get the last 6 points that are available in these last 2 home games.
Back through the middle. Alvarez sends one into the corner. They look to try and turn and go into the penalty area. One-on-one battle. Cleared out. Sent back in. Header attempt down, but out of play. Looking for a foul as they really got into a pretty dangerous spot for a header. But it was down and wide, and Alec Can did not have to make a save.
Tomasz Szahorski, Polish national team. He has 10 goals for their national squad. He arrived just in mid-April. So he's a dangerous presence inside the penalty area, wearing number 20. A lot of guys have worn number 20 inside the penalty area. Case in point, Brian McBride, no more dangerous than that number 20.
Can drives it to midfield. Looks for Bryce. Big battle for it, knocked away, and St. Louis will get the ball on the sideline. Good battle and possession.
Yeah, Kingsley Bryce, who got the winner, Bob, against Charlotte on July 4th. That was in the 89th minute. This is just his 9th game played for St. Louis FC. Lone player from the Chicago Fire.
Dixon. Knocked away. St. Louis gets it back again. Hardware now. Actually, he'll allow Dixon to throw it in. Dixon chips for the corner. Then driven toward the goal, but it came off the outside of the foot and spins away harmlessly behind the net.
The hard ball will strike, but it's just bouncing once like that. Good idea from Richard Dixon to scoop it into the open space so that Hardware can run onto it and send it over. So that's what Hardware has to do. If he's going to play behind that top striker, he's got to make himself available. He has to do a lot of the work for the number 9.
You know what I like about Dixon? You know, we're talking about the guys in Dixon overlapping a lot. He'll run end to end and really make some dangerous things happen out of the corner.
In the contemporary game, anywhere in the world, your wide backs have to go from corner flag to corner flag. It's imperative. You have to do your job.
Dixon does it well.
He does it well. You have to do your job defensively, obviously, but you always have to be willing to join the attack and contribute to the attack.
On the attack now, Charlotte. Some collisions in there. Del Piccolo, the man goes down, and they'll hold things up a little bit. Paolo Del Piccolo.
Played his intercollegiate soccer at Louisville. It's a foul whistled up against number 2, the aforementioned Richard Dixon, just outside the penalty area. So this is dangerous territory for the Charlotte Independents.
A good angle to be very dangerous, too, as Mishak surveys the scene. 3-man wall comes out. Drives it, curls it, well high and wide. Over the top of the crossbar and out.
That's the play.
Yep.
That is the play, except at the opposite post. You're not going to beat Alec Can curling it at the near post there. Shoot it to the opposite post.
So St. Louis will bring it out. Some good up and down action so far tonight. Glad you're with us. Kingsley Bryce in the midfield. Sends it right for Hardware. Boy, they had 2 men collapse immediately on Hardware. They recognize a dangerous player there. 10 shirt Herrera tries to get it back towards the middle. St. Louis scrambles to recover. Again back through the middle, holding off the defenders. Here they come up the right side. Oh, a step too far for Jameel Hardware.
That's unfortunate because St. Louis FC played out of a very tight space in here. 1 and 2 touch. They try to spring hardware on that right flank alone.
Kalungi will throw it in. Henry Kalungi.
He just joined his team on the
bus on the way here, I
just
think.
the 4th of July. He's been sidelined since August of last year with a torn MCL and ACL. Horrible injuries for a soccer player.
Brutal. And playing without a brace, it's good to see that he's recovered.
Yeah, he had played 6 years with Richmond prior to joining Charlotte.
Gall through the middle. Gets it back, and he'll drop it back for Fink. Sam will roll it left. Musa with Bushu. It's great to see a virtually full lineup out there for St. Louis.
And Jacob Bushu, by the way, Bob, who's taken over as the senior graduate assistant down at St. Louis University. I wonder what his Indiana teammates think of that. Furthermore, I wonder what they'll think of it on Wednesday night, September 30th, when Indiana comes in town to play St. Louis University.
Well, not to be too parochial, Indiana's taken enough St. Louis people. I think it's fine that we take a few back.
Well, Duty's playing left back. He played his intercollegiate soccer in Indiana as well.
Dixon with Sam Fink. St. Louis doing a nice job possessing the ball here in the first 10 minutes of the match. Looking to attack, but content not just give it away.
Have a notion in mind. You're keeping it for a reason. You're
Right.
trying to break the other team down. And Dale Shilley talks to me about this all the time. We're good from our own penalty area up to the other team's penalty area. Sometimes where we struggle is getting inside the penalty area.
Parker Marr gets a touch, and that play right there was an example. Good movement through the midfield, but stymied as you got to the penalty area.
Precisely. And that's where you got to be brave. Be content to take people on.
Oh, run right up his
Like
back.
that. Like that.
Wow.
Get the ball and run it, people, when you're close to the penalty area arc.
How could Del Piccolo possibly argue that? He ran right up his back, calf to shoulder blade.
Here's a good ball on the ground out of the backfield from Sam Fink to number 9, Jeremy Lynch. Your number 9 coming back, try to find the game, heads up, looks at people,
Let's climb up the back.
draws
Okay.
3 defenders, and that's a foul without any question anywhere in the world. First year for Paulo Di Piccolo.
So about 5 yards outside the top of the arc. Just inside maybe 30 yards.
Just beyond the penalty area arc.
A shot driven into the wall. Comes back out for St. Louis. Still on the attack. Defense tries to get in shape. Hardware makes a move, splits the D. Curls one back into the area. Tried to flick it on and headed out by the defensive player Metcalf. That was pretty dangerous. St. Louis now will get one out of the left corner.
Nicely flatted into the penalty area from your right flank player with his left foot. Flicked on by James Musa. And then, not risking anything whatsoever, was number 7, Jack Metcalf. Another first-year player for the Charlotte Independents, played his intercollegiate soccer at Clemson, did number 7, Metcalf.
Out of the corner. Low into the area. Bounced in the air. Hardware tried one. Side volley, left foot out of play. Good attempt. It skipped up just a little bit.
Just up, jumped a little high off the left foot of Brian Gall, but that came across the penalty area. Went past 1, 2, 3 people, so Gall got a chance to hit the third ball, if you will. Gall, who comes into this game leading in scoring, 4 goals, 3 assists for St. Louis FC.
Going to the 13th minute, no score. Very active game early on. In a night like this, about 60 degrees, guys feel like they can run all night. St. Louis intercepts Kingsley Bryce. Up the sideline, they broke it up by kicking it out of play. Cox did so, and St. Louis will get it back again. Dixon on the throw-in.
Kingsley Bryce, former St. Louis University player from Plano, Texas, an absolute soccer hotbed in the United States.
Pulled the chair out from Bryce, or from Hardware. He was set up, felt the man on his back, then they pulled the chair out from under him and he went down. St. Louis gets it back, though, battling up the side. And that'll turn it back over.
Patrick Duty
to
sent
Charlotte.
that ball far. Patrick Duty, who was called up to play for the Chicago Fire last week, was not in the first 11, didn't feature in the game, but he got a real good view of Didier Drogba as the Montreal Impact defeats Chicago 4-3. Drogba gets 3, and Duty said he is a man out on the soccer field.
Kingsley Bryce with a nice intercept that rolls harmlessly, though, after a tip into the penalty area.
Well, what may be transpiring here is number 23. There's going to be an early change, Jordan Roberts. Maybe Jeremy Lynch wasn't quite ready to go yet. Game speed is so different than training.
Nice play defensively to keep it away from the forward, and back to Alec Can.
You'd like not to burn a change so quickly, but if a player can't run, can't go, you obviously have to do it.
Up the left side, had Lynch. Battle through the middle. Musa tries to get a bite. Can't. Some physical play in the midfield. Kingsley Bryce works a man over to get the ball back. Here comes Bryce in a double team. Tried to sneak back out of that double team, but they picked his pocket, and returning the other way, Alvarez for Charlotte.
And Thomas Zahorsky came back, tracked back, took that ball away from Kingsley. Did the same thing that Kingsley did to his teammate.
Kalungi up the left side had some open space. They close it down. Kalungi curls back to the midfield. Looks for an open man. It's Alvarez again. Direct to his target. Tried to distribute off to the wing. Broken up. Alec Can, though, felt a little pressure and shanked it a little bit. Big boot back to midfield. Lynch. Boy, they double quickly, don't they? Really collapsed to the ball, kicked it out. Did they?
They make you play as quickly as you get it at your feet.
Throw-in was a little too quick, I suppose.
Jordan Roberts, fourth official, showing the number 9. Obviously, Jeremy Lynch not ready to go at full pace yet. And Dale told me this prior to the game, Bob. You take the chance. Do you want to play a player who's not totally 100% match fit yet? You just roll the dice and take the chance. That's what he did. Jeremy not quite ready to go yet.
Substitution for St. Louis.
And so Jordan Roberts will come in, and he's had some nice moments this year.
He's just been trying to find his own space. He will work hard with and without the ball, and he is no stranger at shooting the ball from distance. So Roberts comes on for Jeremy Lynch.
Lynch on the bench, head down, not happy. You know, when your livelihood, you hate to see any athlete of it. You just hate to see them hurt. They count on their body, and their body lets them down, and it's really depressing and heartbreaking.
And especially this late in the season, when you're really trying to prove a point that I'm still capable of playing in this first 11 for this team.
17th minute, no score here in St. Louis. Charlotte with the possession, not getting a lot of opportunities. They bring it up with Mishak.
Mishak at center back tonight. Kalungi with the ball at his feet was the center back on Wednesday night.
Some open space, be careful. They'll curl it back to the right side. Then out on top for Alvarez. To the right wing, chipped one on, dangerous area, headed out of there nicely. Dixon got back there to head it away, but St. Louis couldn't get it back. Herrera had it. Back on the wing, looking for an opening. Trying to dump it in for Jorge Herrera. They'll back it out again. Del Piccolo. Back out top, Mishak. They'll try Kalungi again on the left side. Nice move around one defender. Dixon there waiting on it. Dixon and Hardware. Oh, nice move. Del Piccolo through the middle, but Can was there.
Can again, good goalkeeping, alertly off his goal line.
Well, that developed quickly and very dangerous.
Very much so, Bob, and much better by Charlotte now to play it from the right wing to the left wing. If it's not on, to go forward, knock it back to the central midfielder. Herrera will control the pace of play largely when they go forward.
Again, back through the middle. Hardware got sandwiched and drilled. They play on. That window was shut, closed. Put pressure on Can. Zahorski was giving no quarter. He put pressure on the St. Louis keeper. And the last 2 minutes, the pressure has come from Charlotte. 22 goals in their last 12 games.
Yeah, they've found the game a bit, Bob. They're doing a bit better now, keeping the ball, and in the process, advancing along the way, taking space with it.
Del Piccolo, Kalungi. Oh, nice little flip behind the back, gets it ahead, quickly attacking. Cox, top of the area. They look to turn and spin, looking for a man. That was Zahorski to the right side now. Along the end line, it goes out, and it'll be St. Louis ball. That was dangerous.
Good change of play again. Out on the left flank, getting people wide as possible to get balls into the penalty area. Last man defending was number 22, Patrick Duty.
Hey, Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection in price and quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service. For convenience and value, get into Dobbs.
Patrick Duty has played in 3 games for the Chicago Fire this year. 3 games played, 3 games started.
Through the middle, but not possessed long for St. Louis as they come back through the middle for Zahorski and drops it back to Kalungi.
That play all made possible by the fact that Zahorski gets away from the central defenders, comes back, makes himself available. They play through him, and they change it.
Mishak and Metcalf choose the right side. They've been working almost exclusively on the left flank, but now they want the right side. Metcalf sends it back. Here they go to their favorite left side again. Mishak and Kalungi. Poked through the middle, got rid of that one quickly. Now Cox under duress, but stays calm and sends it back to Mishak. Long drive up the right side. Over the top, and can he save it? No, St. Louis will get it on the sideline.
Very calm and organized the way they knock the ball around.
St. Louis-based Worldwide Technologies, proud supporter of St. Louis FC soccer, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. Worldwide Technology understands with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen.
The Charlotte team, Bob, beat Toronto 4-1 on Wednesday night. So as you pointed out, they have been hot at the absolute right time of the year. 6-0-6 in their last 12.
St. Louis on the attack. Kingsley Bryce in the left corner. Back out on the left side. St. Louis content. Musa. Sam Fink. You want Brian Gall? Nope. Back to Musa. Fink coaches the stripe. Now has Gall on the sideline. Gets it forward. Jameel Hardware turns, curls. Oh! Great idea, just over the top, or almost over the top, and it was headed away. And Charlotte takes over.
Good job by Jameel Hardware. He made the play possible by coming back and showing Farr the ball.
Gall with a nice steal as Parker Marr, left-footed shot, rolls one through. Scooped up off the ground, though. Nicely done by Berner. Those skipping through can be dangerous.
Parker Marr, by the way, who scored his lone goal of the year in their 2-1 win. St. Louis FC 2-1 win on July 4th against this same squad in Charlotte.
Here they come again. Henry Kalungi. Nice move. Nutmeg Dixon a bit. They try to set it up, and it's going to roll through across at the end line. G&W Meat and Bavarian Style Sausage Company is proud to be the official brat of St. Louis FC. Celebrating 50 years as a family-owned St. Louis tradition. You can't beat G&W Meat. No score here in the 23rd minute.
Fairly even with shots as Charlotte comes in. This is the second to last game for the home side, St. Louis FC. They will conclude their season next Saturday night the way they started it, with a game against Louisville City.
We'll be on hand, looking forward to it. Little trip up on the side. Cox went down hard.
Richard Dixon up to defend against number 14, Rafael Cox.
Mishak
Cox playing at that left midfield slot. He's also very, very prone to get up and back and attack from that left flank position.
Duckett sends it out of play. St. Louis will take it back. Betta Sports has 6 locations in the metro area. They offer indoor and outdoor adult soccer leagues. They have men's, co-ed, women's division. Register for a team or sign up for a house team. Details at bettasports.com. Get your friends together and play soccer.
As you mentioned, Bob, another fabulous crowd on hand here at the
Packed house.
Denny Long Field, Marshall Wireless Stadium, Worldwide Technology Soccer Park.
Well, here they come again. Del Piccolo swings it left. Kalungi. Kalungi looks in, waiting. He wants to go directly toward the goal. And there was some activity there, but Alec Can up to the task. Kind of Willie Mays it, a little bit of a basket catch there.
That could be a dangerous ball.
Yeah.
If it gets into the penalty area a little bit deeper and really lets a forward have an opportunity to get on the end of it. But Kalungi, so far, playing left back tonight, as I mentioned on Wednesday night, he was a starting center back. But in the absence of Patrick Slogic, who's suspended for the game, he's the normal left back. Kalungi moves there.
Charlotte will work it out again. What appears to be their preferred side. Mishak now back through the middle. They go to the attack there. Caught St. Louis leading. Herrera gives it up for Alvarez. Over to the right wing and then dumped into the corner. Running on quickly, curling through the area. It's loose there and out, and St. Louis will get it. Deflecting off of an Independence play.
Alec Can and Alex Rigg, the 2 goalkeepers tonight for St. Louis FC. Mark Pace has been injured the last 4 or 5 games.
Unforced error there gives the ball back to Charlotte. Allows me to tell you about Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price and quality brand name tires and the best and expert auto service for convenience and value. Get into Dobbs. St. Louis puts the pressure on, but Charlotte recovers. They'll try the right side again. Now back through the middle.
Flank players really start a lot for Charlotte, Bob. They run at you with pace.
Del Piccolo. Kalungi. Oh, what a slide tackle. Really physical. Out on Dixon, and they'll send it back in. Rafael Cox.
Yeah, Richard Dixon, who we mentioned about, just his 10th game played this year for St. Louis FC.
Jackson now with Cox. Kalungi left side. They go right after it, don't they? Sent in, booted out. And then Del Piccolo tried to boot it right back in. Taken away. Here comes Jordan Roberts with his first touch. Roberts through the middle. Held up, gets it back to Gall. Swings it right. Dixon's there. Good pressure on him from Zahorski.
Zahorski made him play. It wasn't on to go forward. Knock it back, start it over.
Musa in the back for St. Louis.
Look through the center circle first if it's not on. To the feet of the striker.
Long direct pass, but couldn't quite handle it. Kingsley Bryce. Little difficulty receiving, and it allows Del Piccolo to set things up again. Swings it left for Cox. Cox, one-on-one. Held it out there, brought it back, and then sends it forward for his teammate on the side, Del Piccolo. They want to try and probe again, but Mishak, he went to send it in. Got a whistle. Looks like Bushu, who we haven't called his name very much early. Got whacked pretty good in the back. St. Louis will get the ball back.
Playing that holding midfielder slot is number 17, Jacob Bushu. Inadvertently nudged there. Kicked by Jorge Herrera, the captain for the Charlotte Independents.
Herrera and Bushu shake hands, and everything's good, and here we go. Sam Fink for Kingsley Bryce stepped on the ball, and St. Louis will get it.
Be a free kick for St. Louis FC. Patrick Duty, no doubt, will send this in. Try to curl it into the goal mouth. The left-footed left back. Where's number 22 for St. Louis FC? Back into the first 11. As we mentioned, he missed last week's game. He was up with the Chicago Fire.
Patrick Duty, 2 men out to face him. Now they split. Patrick curls one on into traffic. Booted away, and then right back in. Oh, wanted Gall. Got it to Gall. Takes the shot. Oh, what a save. Rebound shot. They score! Musa pounced on the rebound. Puts it in the back of the net. And St. Louis leads 1-0. Charlotte protesting to no avail and a yellow card.
And James Musa with his first goal for St. Louis FC this year. Players protesting to the assistant referee. They thought it was offside. If not, they had a foul. But getting the ball forward, getting it over. Bushu begins it. The second ball will come out. They thought it nodded off for Brian Gall. Takes one touch, hits it with the outside of his left. Berner deflects it directly to the right foot of James Musa. But evidently the referee, James Hosu, said no dice. That ball was not touched intentionally by Brian Gall. It came down. He shot it across the goal mouth. Berner couldn't handle. Musa jumps on the rebound. And in the 30th minute, 1-0 for St. Louis FC.
I got to tell you,
the second goal of the year, excuse me, I said first, excuse me.
On Bushu's shot, well, I thought it was a brilliant save by Berner. A brilliant save. And your heart kind of sinks instantly, and then he didn't control the rebound, and Musa did not give up on the play.
Nicely struck by Brian Gall inside the penalty area. Hit that with the outside of his left foot. He's got a great left foot, does number 8, Brian Gall, and I think that shot somewhat confused Berner. He couldn't hold on to it, and Musa was up there already for the flighted ball from Patrick Duty.
St. Louis leads 1-0. We go into the 31st minute.
Ball comes down directly at the left foot of Brian Gall. Shoots with his outside of his left foot. Berner couldn't control the rebound.
Now another attempt, Kingsley Bryce on the run, and it bounces high, and Berner comes out and makes the play.
John Berner, who played at SIU Ebersville, Bob, from 2010 to 2013.
Kingsley Bryce again. St. Louis now feeling it. A little give and go on the attack. Overshot the pass just a little bit, looking for Bushu again, and they'll bring it out. Rafael Cox.
Nicely done out of the backfield from Mishak. Pulls top, plays the ball on the ground out of his own penalty area.
Jackson had it for a moment, then back for Del Piccolo. St. Louis leading 1-0 on the Musa goal. Well, something we'd have to go back and look and see how many games St. Louis has scored the first goal at home, much less the first goal at home in the first half.
Precisely, Bob, and somewhere along the line, they could and should have been more successful. The players all realize that. They do not like the 2-6-4 record. Only Wilmington's is worse. They're 1-5-6. So they are tremendously dissatisfied with that, simply because of the support that they've been given at their home venue here, Worldwide Technology Soccer Park.
Alec Can will bring it out. Drives one deep, headed away by the defender. They look to control again. Mishak will let it roll back to Berner. So the crowd got fired up early here in St. Louis. We haven't had a lot of that. And here they come again, though. Kalungi through the middle. Has Cox. Tries the right side. Couldn't break it up. Dangerous situation right side of the penalty area. Block shot there, and St. Louis will bring it out again. Clearing, and has a man on the run. Oh, a foot race was won by the defender.
Bob, what do we say about players in this league? One of the things, the trademarks that Dale Schilly said, everybody has big, athletic people in the backfield.
Yeah, and Jordan Roberts, boy, he got into a nice foot race there, just couldn't come up with it. An interesting effort as Duckett got back with him. St. Louis will go on the attack again now. Dixon's going to slow it down, back to Fink.
Good work in and around that center circle by number 8, Brian Gall, who was very instrumental in that goal being scored by James Musa.
Bushu sends it forward. Hardware had a little toe poke knocked it away.
Yep, showed just too much of that ball to number 25, Henry Kalungi.
So Zahorski brings it back out through the middle. Preferred left side. Mishak. Cox. Del Piccolo. He was tripped up a little bit and it's out of play. They'll get it back. So now here comes Charlotte. The Independents down 1-0. Mishak and Del Piccolo. Throw Mishak. He rolls that back for Duckett. Mishak again. Once his man Kalungi near the left corner for St. Louis. Rolls it back to Cox. Rafael Cox, one-on-one with Kingsley Bryce. Cox gets a step, has a little bit of space, rolls it to the right side. Herrera sends it into the right corner. They want to attack from the right flank. Booted away, nicely done by James Musa.
Good ball by Herrera to slice apart the defense, put the ball over the top of the defense behind everybody.
Duckett pulled it down at midfield, gets it ahead to Mishak. He's got a dangerous feel about it. St. Louis maybe standing a bit. Let's see if they can re-energize. Bouchou finds Dixon, and here they come. Dixon in a nice run through the middle. Jordan Roberts tried to sort of slice it through to get it to Bryce. Couldn't get it done. Here they come. Charlotte and Cox.
Jacob Bouchou, everybody said when he came into the lineup and started playing for this team, February 16th, the consummate ball winner.
Nice play broken up by St. Louis. Can they get control of it, however? Tried to find Roberts up top. That was broken up. Alvarez is there to the area looking for Del Piccolo, knocked away by St. Louis. Now some pressure here in the 36th minute for the last couple of minutes by Charlotte.
Yeah, they will make, as soon as you get the ball in your own defensive third of the field, they will make you play as quickly as possible. They want to get it back up top the field as quickly as possible in an advanced position.
Kalungi lofts it, bouncing ball in the middle, but Alec Can is there. It pops straight up in the air, fortunately for Alec.
Thomas Zahorski, he wears number 20, very active in and around the penalty area for the Charlotte Independents. Sent into the penalty area. Knotted down by Zahorski, made that play possible. Del Piccolo almost got on the end of it, did get on the end of it, but couldn't get a decent shot against Alec Can.
Now Jordan Roberts wins the ball along the sideline. Tipped away, and St. Louis will get it. Got about just over 8 minutes to try and control the pace here before halftime.
Yeah, referee in charge tonight, Bernard Hossa.
Back through the middle for Roberts. Turns on his man toward the corner. Curl to the middle. Nice idea. Wanted Kingsley Bryce, but he was well defended.
Looking for Kingsley Bryce in that advanced position, but a nice receive, turn, and flighted cross from Jordan Roberts.
Really was. Then they send one back in for Bryce. Just got pushed out of the position he wanted by the defender, did Kingsley.
Kingsley let that run. He thought he might be able to get onto the first bounce of that ball inside the penalty area.
Good defense, physical defense kept him from going where he wanted, and they bring it back. Kalungi with Alvarez. Kalungi gets it back, curls one through the middle again, where they're always on the attack. Bouchou breaks it up as Hardware in the middle. Tripped up, a late trip, but effective, and St. Louis will get it back. Interested?
And we ask you again, as we have at all of our home telecasts and broadcasts, are you interested in a refreshingly different banking alternative here in the St. Louis market? Well, welcome to the world of Triad Banking. Your business, your family, your bank. TriadBanking.com.
39th minute, St. Louis leads 1-0.
James Musa goal, engineered by Brian Gall.
Dixon curls one high and deep toward the goal. Berner makes the play easily as he went to his right.
Good work by Brian Galt again in the central part of the field to find the player who can get that ball into the penalty area. It was Richard Dixon this time.
Del Piccolo up the left side. He has Cox tipped away, but they'll get it back and throw it in.
Cox is going to do one of two things. Get the ball on the left flank. He has a very good left foot. Come in centrally, work a 1-2, or try to take on that last defender himself.
Back out top, Kalungi gives it up. There with Alvarez. Kalungi back on the wing. Del Piccolo sent it forward, but too ambitious over the head of Cox, and St. Louis will get it back.
However, in that tight space, if Del Piccolo puts a ball on the ground, you could still play there.
Could have played it, yep. St. Louis-based Worldwide Technologies, proud supporter of St. Louis FC, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the 100 best places to work. Worldwide Technology understands that with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen. Again, back through the middle for Alvarez. Alvarez beats one and then two St. Louis players. Nice run, gets it through, but just a step too far looking for Zahorski. Boy, that was setting up pretty dangerously, wasn't it, Bill?
And Alvarez starts it. You have to be careful with players like that. He has MLS experience with the Colorado Rapids and also with Chivas.
Now Parker Marr, dangerous spot. Can he find a teammate? Crosses through the middle, but it was deflected and out, and a corner kick for St. Louis coming up.
Definition of a flank player. If you can't get the ball over by beating the last defender, win a corner kick. He did the latter.
Now, what will Patrick be looking for here out of the corner?
First of all, get it over the first defender. Secondly, keep it away from the goalkeeper. Two absolute mandatory key ingredients for a flighted corner kick.
Brian Gall's up there with Musa. Two big guys, Sam Fink as well. Curled high and deep, away from the penalty area, headed down. Couldn't get anything on it, though, and they clear it out. That wasn't a bad ball there at all.
It was curled away from the goalkeeper, was over the first defender, made everybody play. Sam Fink got a chance. Sam Fink, by the way, who has 3 goals this year for St. Louis FC.
Sent in deep, and Berner was there. He'll clear it out. They'll try and change the momentum here as we just about ready to get into the 42nd minute. 1-0 St. Louis. Here comes Jerome Mishak across the center line. Swings it left, Kalungi. He looks. Nice defense, tipped it away from him. Kingsley Bryce back to handle that action.
Good defending by Kingsley Bryce. You've seen enough of Kalungi. You know he's going to try to take you on.
He likes to loft that ball in, make it a jump ball, head it away. St. Louis gets it. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price on quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service. For convenience and value, get into Dobbs. So Alec Can distributes. Absolutely no wind tonight. Beautiful, cool, crisp evening. Getting close to being in the 50s as we approach halftime. Ball taken over. Metcalf for Charlotte. Got a quick back heel forward and handball. They'll get it back.
Give you an idea of the diversity of the Charlotte team. This Metcalf, Jack Metcalf, who's playing at right back. He played at Clemson, but prior to that, he played in Liverpool's and Wolverhampton's youth system, also with England's under-16 national team.
Wow. Talk about a pedigree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sent back in. Headed out by Fink. Mishak wins it. Cox. Kalungi. The left flank through the middle, deflected. Here comes Hardware. They don't have numbers, but some space. Tried to find Jordan Roberts, but he couldn't get the angle on the ball, and Mishak will send it back to his keeper.
It's a hard ball to run onto. I think Jordan Roberts would prefer that ball on the ground at his feet so he can work a 1-2 with Jamil Harwood, and then both people can get forward.
Flighted ball, broken up. Kalungi boots it to the middle of the field to save it. Patrick Duty runs it down. Taken away by Alvarez. Little give and go. Alvarez approaches the area. Nice play by Brian Gall to step into his way and take it.
That holding midfielder's got to be willing to cut passes out. He's also got to be willing to tackle. Gall's doing both tonight.
Hardware gives it up. Then Bouchou sends it right. Has Kingsley Bryce. Bryce tried to beat his man. Couldn't. Now a little flip to the right side. Dixon in the corner. Dixon and Bryce. One-on-one. Tried to flip one through. Well read. Nicely played by Hardware. Take it away. Del Piccolo through the middle, but the defender was there to cut it off. St. Louis gets it back. They take a man down, and what a dangerous ball won in a dangerous situation set up by Bouchou's toughness.
Bouchou wins a ball in the central part of the field. You watch Tomas Szahorski here. No need whatsoever to foul there. Bouchou's running into the defense. Szahorski comes back, trying to help out defensively. Don't foul 5 yards outside the penalty area arc of your own team.
So Duty and Gall survey the situation. They'll face a 5-man wall. Well, 4-man wall as they break it up.
You shoot this ball every day of the week and 5 times on Sunday. Don't even think about passing this ball in the 46th minute.
Gall and Duty. Brian looks in. The blistering shot over the top. Oh, he had the right idea, missed by about a foot.
Good idea from Brian Gall, who's been very active in this first half. Musa made the first goal. It was created by number 8, Brian Gall. Whistles it just over the top of the crossbar. Nicely struck by Brian Gall, who enters this game with 4 goals and 3 assists. Now 4 assists.
Just missed that opportunity as Mishak brings it back. St. Louis gets it right back. Nice play by Roberts. Here comes Jordan Roberts to the middle. A pill over the top. Woo! He took that away and had one direction, and it was to the net.
Jordan Roberts, number 23, who came on moments ago for Jeremy Lynch, made that play entirely possible by his work to dig the ball out. Gets past Del Piccolo, looks up. Is he going to entertain a pass? Not a forward who comes back that deep to get his own ball. He's going to shoot it all night long. If I come back to dig it out, I'm shooting it.
I want the payoff. And that's the end of the first half of play. The sold-out crowd here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park loves what they've seen, and they see their St. Louis FC head to the locker room leading 1-0. Well, Bill, having a lead at home, scoring first at home has been something that has eluded St. Louis all season. They got it done tonight.
How many home games have we seen, Bob, where the other team not only scores first, but scores early? You cannot continue to live on that. You can't chase the game all the time, especially at home. It's vice versa right now against Charlotte.
And we'll talk more about it as we get into the second half. But just a quick thought on how they got it done.
Well, I think in particular, I mentioned just a second ago before we're going to go to the halftime break, Brian Gall making everything possible by coming up and contributing to the offense, has a very good left foot. He's contributing nicely by keeping the ball alive in and around the penalty area. Some decent balls out of the backfield, trying to isolate forwards. Jameel Hardware is doing just enough from sideline to sideline to make things difficult to defend against him. And you absorb the pressure of Charlotte, who does, during the course of the first half, find a lot of the game.
That's Bill McDermott. I'm Bob Ramsey. Jim Hewer will have halftime next. 1-0 St. Louis leads Charlotte. This is St. Louis FC Soccer on the Big 550 KTRS.
Blue Chip Pest Control is proud to present Buggin' the Players.
My name is Kentaro Takada. Everybody call me Taka. I'm number 10. I play midfielder for St. Louis FC. favorite Japanese restaurant in the St. Louis. Let's go check. My parents own the sushi restaurant too.
Yeah.
So when I go home, they have the same thing in my home. Try to eat the chirashi, rice, but it's not a sushi, but rice, and then on top lots of different kind of fishes and eggs and different type of the meat. We have a tempura. It's called tempura. It's like a deep fried shrimp, vegetables, and that's like Japanese home cooked food. Every time we go away game, they have a fan group, but not like as big as the St. Louis guys. I think we have a best fan, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Now we go to the different place. It's Nobu, another Japanese restaurant. Let's go. Now I'm here at the Japanese restaurant. It's called Nobu. This is another my favorite restaurant. He's a chef, a sushi chef, and he's named Nobu. I moved to here because I know I always look for a new Japanese restaurant. That's the key. So he's a master. So here's a chopsticks. I asked my mom, okay, when Japanese people start using chopsticks? She told me like about 3 years old. You grab like this. That's the bottom. These 3 fingers. You hold it and you move only this side. So this one you just hold it. You just hold it, put it. I can use chopsticks on everything.
No, soup.
Even soup, yeah. Mackerel, shrimp, either the miso soup too. Milk is on top.
Where's your chopsticks? I said anything.
Yes, I use, yes. I'm gonna have to prove, yes, I use chopstick on everything. Thanks for hanging out with me. Now, 邪魔しないで。邪魔しないで。邪魔しないで。
4 weekends in a row, been on the road and against tough opponents. 4 really good programs with really good teams, good players, good coaches, and yeah, we're glad to be at home. And you know, the guys I think did well for themselves. We would like to have gotten maybe the win in Charleston, maybe fared a little bit better with our start in Rochester, but for the most part, I thought the guys represented the club and the city really well. I think the biggest thing that I've learned through the course of the year in terms of playing away games and being on the road is the need for defensive organization and detailed preparation to help guys get through the game itself to really try to earn that point. It's super valuable. It's really hard to get points on the road. I know we got some wins early in the year in the road, but we weren't playing the top 3 or 4 teams in the league. Our guys are still fighting. They're still every training session they're into. They're competing. They've got a little bit of pride that they're fighting for and with, and you know, I think we'll make it very difficult on Charlotte and on Louisville in these last 2 games. They're not gonna come in here and just sweep points away from us. Our guys are very much motivated to get points at home. We got a taste of what it was like when we came from behind and beat Charleston in our last home game, and I think they're really looking forward to the next 2 challenges. And I think we've got a group of guys that want to get points, and that's they're still in a good place.
He passed away in 2012 when we were in 6th grade, and it was just a shock to everyone. No one expected it. You know, it was just on a Sunday morning, I believe, and I was getting ready to go play futsal and got the call in the morning.
He was a really good athlete, especially good at soccer, and he'd always score lots of goals and stuff.
He was a great soccer player and really smart, and he was a really good friend.
It was Joe's teammates and his friends, and I wrote a letter to family and friends asking to help me honor Joe, and in return I promised to shave my head.
We would tell like all of our family members and friends and everything that we were going to do it and why we were doing it, and
and try and get donations from them so we could give it to the St. Baldrick's Foundation.
Over the 3 years, our team has raised over $110,000. And I've raised $4,200.
My dad came up with the idea to do that, to raise money for childhood cancer, and everyone just jumped on board right away, and we were able to get family members and friends to donate money, and that was pretty easy. And with the camp, everyone just wanted to help out in Joe's honor and memory.
The Living Legacy Scholarship Fund has been set up to honor the players who have gone before us, to provide an ongoing legacy of full club scholarships. With your help, a minimum of 5 scholarships will be awarded each season, according to our club values of unity, humility, passion, respect, and tradition. Each Living Legacy Fund scholarship will honor and remember very special people and players. The Living Legacy Fund, where St. Louis Scott Gallagher's past touches the future.
Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. Bill McDermott, I'm Bob Ramsey. 1-0 our score as halftime has come along and St. Louis has a lead at home at halftime.
What did you say?
I know it sounds crazy. No, and I'm sure it's something that'll be discussed and has been discussed all summer and will be all winter, how to change the momentum of playing at home and making your home pitch a dangerous place for people to enter. It hasn't been that way. It's been mysterious, but all you can really talk about is you're getting it done tonight. What are they doing right?
What they're doing right is I think they're moving the ball much quicker to different parts of the field, getting everybody involved in the offense. The backs are coming out of the backfield, and you see with the addition of Richard Dixon back in that first 11, really adds a lot to the right. Duty can send balls over. But again, I repeat, Brian Gall's been very active in the central part of the field, as has Jacob Bouchou. Jeremy Lynch, unfortunately, couldn't go because of a hamstring, but Jordan Robert comes on. He starts to make things happen. So when you're at home, not only do you have to win, you have to entertain. And that's St. Louis FC's, that's going to be their motto. Get these last 6 points of the year. No, you're not going to get into the playoffs, but in the year on a pleasurable note.
Now, at halftime, you have to be talking about continue with what we're doing. Let's be dynamic. Let's stay on the attack.
Positively, Bob. You do not want to protect a 1-goal lead. You're not going to sit back and defend in your second to last home game of the year.
What are you saving it for, right?
Precisely.
Right.
There's one home game left. That's going to be next Saturday night against Louisville, a very difficult team, too. If you can beat them, then your season really ends on a nice note. But this game in particular, because they come in playing so well, Charlotte, and you could see different moments of that first half. They play out of the back, through the midfield, get the forwards involved. They're missing a couple people from their first 11, but nonetheless, this is a competent soccer team who's going to get into the playoffs, most probably, barring some unbelievable meltdown. But St. Louis FC goes into the game knowing full well that they have a pretty solid first 11, not their total first 11, but they're doing what they have to do at home, and that's winning games. Yes, you're here to develop players to get better as professional, but it is professional soccer. This isn't the under 19 level anymore. We have to win. The scorecard says win or lose. Simple as that.
Yeah, and you mentioned, and we talked about it in the pregame, you talk about the roster. Not completely full as you anticipated last February, but you're at a point where you say, you know what, this is a pretty solid lineup. Kingsley Bryce is in there, not just for moments at the end of the game, but he's playing your full 90, and he helps you get things done. Everybody has you see that you're not giving up any spots on the field.
Exactly right, Bob. And a player like Kingsley Bryce, since you bring him up, he's been playing well at training, and Dale Schilly has said that about all of his players. Nobody has checked out. The team hasn't really totally embraced the role as a spoiler, but all in all, Dale told me I cannot complain about the level of work at training. He told me there's always something new to learn, even this late in the season. Case in point, the game last week against Harrisburg. We wanted to get a point away against Harrisburg, how to keep the team away from the goal, how to protect things like that. That'll serve us well next year on the road. So even this late in the season, he's learning things about his players, about their personalities, and that's one of the big things about being a head professional soccer coach. It's the management of the personalities.
Well, we'll switch ends. St. Louis will be going south to north, right to left. Charlotte Independence will be on the attack, and they have been on the attack throughout much of the night, Bill. 22 goals in 12 games is not an accident. So they're a dynamic offensive team, and they will continue to buzz all night, and you better be ready to stand up to that and be on the attack on your own to make sure you put more in the back.
Yeah, you know, another big game tonight, Bob, as we get on with the second half. Harrisburg is hosting Richmond. That's a big game in the Eastern Conference because Richmond is right above the cut line for the last 6 teams to make the playoffs. They have 37 points. Harrisburg has 35, so they could jump ahead of them.
Underway, and again, Jerome tries to get it over to his man on the wing, up the left side, talking about Kalungi.
And Bob, our producer Jim Hewer tells us that it's 1-1 in that particular game.
Wow.
Harrisburg and Richmond.
Gotten down to the last 2 weeks, and there's still a lot to play for.
Except over in that Western Conference, where a former player from SIU Edwardsville, the 1990 World Cup team, Steve Tritchu, has his Colorado Springs Switchbacks in first place. We're tied for first place with the Orange County Blues, 45 points apiece. Orange County beat Seattle last night.
Largest crowd of the year. Very nice. Largest crowd of the year.
We thank you for your support.
St. Louis on the attack. Wins the corner. Had some real nice opportunities in the first half out of the corner. Hardware's going to take this corner kick, Bill.
Jamil looked like he wanted to play a sharp corner here at the outset. He's going to send it over into the penalty area now.
He looks, he waits. Hardware, a bullet through the middle. It's loose, diving. Oh, what a play by Burner. And it's loose again, knocked away. Up in the air, can they get a piece? Bouncing through, loose. Oh, it just went wide of the goal post. Woo!
And I think
that was some crazy play in there, and going down hard, I think Sam Fink.
Sam Fink went up for that aerial challenge, up from center back. We'll have to see how Sam is. James Musa.
Official calling the trainers over. Looks like he's holding the right side of his head.
And Sam went up for that head ball. We mentioned that he is no stranger to aerial battles. Number 3, Sam Fink, played his intercollegiate soccer at Wake Forest. He's from Edwardsville. Here's the end result of that play. Bouncing around, in and around the penalty area. Jordan Roberts couldn't quite get to the end of it. It falls for Burner, falls out of his hands. Musa shoots at the near post. Metcalf looks up, tries to clear it, deflected by Musa again. It's still not out of the penalty area. And Sam Fink in the process, I think he got a hand to the face or perhaps in the headed battle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about Burner, who's made a couple of nice saves. Now, that one didn't go in the net, but handling rebounds. We've already seen him that perhaps that's going to be an issue.
And anytime a ball bounces in the penalty area, you're in trouble. Nate Bernie attending to Sam Fink. Seems to be okay. Sam will exit the field momentarily. The athletic trainer had to come out onto the field. Comes back at the first guaranteed substitution, or at least when the referee waves him on. He did just so right there.
There he goes. He was out a second. Nice little give and go up the right sideline. Give, go, give, but didn't have the second go. St. Louis, stolen away. Trying to distribute. Sent one back through the area. And I'm not sure why Herrera didn't go on the attack there. Maybe he felt like he was offside. Alec Cann's able to handle it.
Zahorsky played it in early.
Yeah.
And Martinez, number 14, Ralph Cox, has changed flanks in his second half. He's now out on the right wing.
So trying to shake it up a little bit. The volley over the shoulder, but recovered by the Independents. Herrera tried to roll one through, not on the same page with Kalanji, and St. Louis will get it on the throw-in on the side.
A bit too strong. Richard Dixon still in the game for St. Louis FC. As we mentioned, Bob, just his 10th game played for the team this year. Really nursed quite a few injuries, just working himself back into the first 11.
Del Piccolo with a swing it left. They'll come back to the middle, taken away by St. Louis. Ahead for Hardware. Jamil rolls one through. Has Gall. Was that Gall or Marr? Excuse me, Marr running on, and boy, had a neat idea on the ground, direct, Bill.
Let the player do the running. We'll find you with the through ball. That ball beat 3 defenders. It was on the ground, was behind him. It made them look, turn. Parker Marr, meanwhile, is running on to the ball.
Great burst.
Good explosion speed. Jim Hewer was talking about the fact that there are 8 games tonight, Bob. The Rochester Rhinos, they have allowed 12 goals this year. They've played 25 games, and they've allowed 12 goals. Well, their goalkeeper, Brandon Miller, has 12 shutouts. That will help greatly in allowing only 12 goals.
That's amazing. That is really amazing. Nice one touch up the sideline and through the middle, but Musa's there to break it up for St. Louis. Sends it back to Alec Can. They put pressure on him, but a nice boot through the midfield. Headed forward. Good job by Jordan Roberts, but couldn't catch up. Charlotte works right to left. Jerome. Kalungi curls one back through the middle, trying to go on the attack. Musa's there waiting. They clear it out. Parker Marr, he wanted Gall, but misconnection.
Yeah, good work by Herrera there. He made that play possible. Wouldn't quit on the play. Did his work defensively.
Metcalf sends it back. Tuck it back through the middle. Herrera. He had an idea, wanted to roll one through for Jackson, but it went too far through, and now Alec Can will make a play and bring it out.
Saw Daniel Jackson, a second half change. You saw him jump up in the air and in a little bit of exasperation. He wanted that ball on the ground at his feet, and he knew he had a chance to get on the end of that.
For Roberts, the defense knocks it away. A lot of energy coming out by Charlotte. Musa again is there. Anticipating, good positioning by James Musa. They'll come up the side again. Going to work with Cox. Under duress, curls it back. And Jerome is there.
Yeah, excuse me, Bobby. I mentioned that Jackson came on at second half. He's obviously been in the first 11. He's been playing. Excuse me.
Del Piccolo. Metcalf. Back through the middle. Alvarez wants to go to the left flank. Physical play in the back by St. Louis. They lob one back through, but headed away by St. Louis again. Good positioning by St. Louis FC. Look for their target. Target man knocked away. Once again, St. Louis will clear it away. Roberts takes a big hit. He keeps moving, and here comes the ball in St. Louis. Up the left side, Hardware. Jamil sees a man run on. Oh, what a defensive play. And can the keeper get it? No, knocked away from him. It's still live. We're playing. He's down. Now back up on his goal line. Roberts is there and rolls it back. That was a crazy play. A middle, head on, score! Oh, the header back through the middle. Bushu with the header in the middle. St. Louis relentless. It almost looked as if Charlotte had survived, yet St. Louis came right back and attacked again.
Patrick Doody with a wonderful ball into Jacob Bushu, who picks the appropriate time of the year to get his first for St. Louis FC. A beautiful ball sent in by Doody, and look at this leaping head ball from number 17, Jacob Bushu. Beautifully done because his body was facing the cross ball, contorted it, leapt at the tip of the penalty area, inside the area. Beautiful goal from Jacob Bushu.
The only person more surprised than Berner was me, because once the ball came out to the side, you thought, okay, now we'll take a moment, sort of reload. But no, immediate pass back into danger, and St. Louis scored and lead 2-0. Quite a head ball. Now, back to the hole. Dynamic, looking for Kingsley Bryce. St. Louis on the attack and feeling it now.
Beautiful running from number 7, Jamil Hardware, and he almost slotted that ball into Kingsley Bryce.
Bushu rolls it back for Fink.
So your ball winner, your consummate ball winner, wins an aerial challenge and gets a second goal for the home team. Beautifully engineered between Doody on the flighted ball and leaping to meet it was Jacob Bushu. Beautifully done.
2-0 St. Louis. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection in price and quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service. For convenience and value, get into Dobbs. Ryan Finley checks into the game.
Now be careful of Ryan Finley. He is the consummate goal scorer. First round pick by the Columbus Crew in 2013. Then he played for Chivas. He is a goal scorer.
Back through the middle and up top. Musa rolls to the right side. Looking there. Dixon curls one through the middle. Deflected. Recovered by the defense. They're trying to clear it out. Alvarez couldn't. St. Louis keeping the pressure on. They're really feeling it coming out of halftime.
Deflected, wins the corner. So Duty assist to fellow Indiana Hoosier Jacob Bouchou. Duty likewise did that in the 2012 NCAA final where he assisted Nikita Kotloff, former player for St. Louis FC.
Duty out of the right corner. Everybody goes up high out of the goal area. Where will Patrick put it? Curls on toward the goal, far post. He wanted far post. That was sniffed out nicely by Berner. Well flighted ball. Berner was just up to the task. Now they want to counterattack and bring it back. St. Louis breaks it up nicely. Can Musa run it down? No. It's Kingsley Bryce there.
Receives, turns, looks up. It's not on. Knock it back to the winger. The ride back. He sees everything.
Little pace on that one. Back for Alec Can. Heads it forward. And Jack Metcalf will run it down for Charlotte. Metcalf. Roberts sort of let up a little bit. Alvarez is there. Wants Metcalf again. Metcalf gets it forward. He has Cox and Metcalf through the middle. Gall breaks it up. He has Jordan Roberts now. Bouncing ball, couldn't quite control it. Gets it to Parker Marr. Marr, offensive third, left side. Marr draws a triple team. Can he find an opening? Trying to hang on. And they play on. Almost looked like it came across the line, but did not apparently. Lost in the back. Can St. Louis get it back? No. Del Piccolo played it nicely. But St. Louis trying to hem the Independents back in their own zone.
Make them play coming out of their own backfield.
Jerome will try to bring it up.
Yeah, do a little chasing within reason.
Deflected off of Sam Fink. And
can salvage it. Yep.
He came out and made a play and didn't give up the corner. Sends it out so they can throw it in.
Precisely.
Good athletic play by Alec. Now they're going to bring in Andrew Ribeiro. Ribeiro's going to come into the game. I believe he's replacing Herrera.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
10 shirt comes off. Number 6, Andrew Ribeiro. Again, his first year. He was a supplemental pick in 2013 by the New York Red Bulls. He's also played for Harrisburg.
Sent in and over the top of the goal. Now up top, dangerous, booted away.
Again, good defending by Brian Gall, who has literally been everywhere in the central part of the field tonight for St. Louis FC.
Yeah, he sniffed that out and broke it up nicely. Ribeiro with Metcalf. They'll try and reload things. Duckett sends it all the way over to the left side, where Kalungi comes back with Jerome. And Kalungi on the left side.
Those wide backs, Bob, we talked about it, one of the trademarks of this league. They all have pace, and they all play as wide as possible to make it easy to find them, to get involved in the offense.
Now they are going to get their corner, and Carlos Alvarez will go to the left corner. As we get into the 60th minute, we're going to get another change as Caleb Calvert is going to check in. Caleb Calvert. And Calvert is replacing Cox.
Calvert comes on. He was a Colorado Rapids pick in the Chivas dispersal draft 2014.
Here's the corner in the air, headed and punched out. Alec Can got higher than the crowd, was able to punch that one away.
Wonderful goalkeeping from Alec Can. That comes under your job description. In a crowded space, just inside the 6 in your own penalty area, rise above everybody, punch it clear.
Oh, a little give and go as they tried to work a little magic out of the top of the area. It goes out the across the end line, and Del Piccolo will get his opportunity for a corner kick on the right side.
Tried the double 1-2, Del Piccolo did, to get it in behind Patrick Duty and James Musa.
Another substitution, Jack Thompson comes into the game. They're going to take Del Piccolo out. No? Who came out?
Jeff
Metcalf came out for Thompson.
Adding another attacking player for Charlotte Independence.
High in the air, dangerous, 2 headers, a third to clear it out.
Thompson, who came on late Wednesday night against Toronto and scored a goal.
Del Piccolo gets it back. They're trying to play a little more physical in the last few minutes, trying to change the tempo. Jerome swings it left. Got to chip it to their target. That's broken up nicely. Nice direct ball for Jameel Hardware.
Well, they come into this game, Bob, with 40 points. They're closely followed by Richmond with 37.
Look at this, running on, got behind, moving in, distributed up top, and nobody was there.
Yeah. Boy, that is the idea from a flank player, though. So often you'll see a player get in that deep, play it directly to the goalkeeper. You get in that deep, knock it back that deep. It's very rare there's not somebody running on to that.
He almost got there so fast he left everybody behind.
Got there very quickly, he did, Kingsley Bryce. Doing well in a wide position tonight is Bryce.
Bushu. Musa. Drives one. Looking for Roberts to run
Make
under
him play. Make that last defender play.
Roberts, a little bit of a concession there. They bounce it through. Jackson. He drops it back and then direct through the middle for Finley.
And that was a good ball to the ground in the backfield from Charlotte.
Finley, Alvarez in the left wing, and they are on the move again. Finley, and it's over the top and out of play.
We mentioned that Finley can be dangerous. He'll shoot from anywhere. That play, case in point.
Worldwide Technology is a proud supporter of St. Louis FC, and Fortune magazine says they're one of the 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. They understand that with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen.
Caleb Calvert comes on, tries to make things happen, combines with Finley. We were saying, Bob, Charlotte comes in with 40 points, 26 games. Richmond right behind him with 37 points, 26 games. Pittsburgh, 36 points, 25 games.
They'll restart it quickly. Here comes Charlotte, down 2-0, 64th minute.
And Harrisburg, Bob, likewise. They have 35 points. They've only played 25 games as well.
Wow. Giveaway in the middle. Kingsley Bryce tried to dribble through 2 defenders, didn't work, and here comes the counterattack. St. Louis rushes to get back into shape. Can they? Blistering shot, but well wide and out of play.
Calvert.
I think they had more time than he thought he had.
Positively had a player running in off his flank, overlapping, did number 8, Caleb Calvert. 9 shots from the home side, St. Louis FC, to 3 for the visitors, the Charlotte Independents. Rochester has already clinched the regular season title. Louisville likewise has a bye. They end up second. Louisville will be in town here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park next Saturday night with Matt Fondy, who has 22 goals this year. Leads the league in that department.
Nuts. That's crazy.
This guy, this Fondy, is the type of player that every team in the world wants, not just this league. He's active in the penalty area. He runs on to everything. He makes things happen. He comes back, he finds the game, he runs at people, he'll work 1-2s, he gets on the end of second balls. What else do you want a forward to do? Consequently, he's got 22 goals.
And yeah, he does all that and finishes.
Yeah.
Kingsley Bryce battling hard. Got it through the middle. Knocked away. There's no space. Fink runs it down. Sam for Gall. Bryant had a little bit of space of his own with Duty. Curls one through. Nice. Parker Marr headed the ball in the direction of the goal, but nobody could get there except for John Berner, the keeper.
Yeah, that's a difficult ball to get on the end of. If you could nod that down to a midfielder and then turn and join again, you're in business.
Del Piccolo. Back with Jerome. 2-0 St. Louis. Beautiful night here in Fenton, Missouri.
With a crowd of 5,661 on hand, Bob. The largest crowd of the year.
New record.
New record for the franchise.
Fabulous. Hope to have a big one next week. Louisville, terrific team. You already mentioned marquee play. Should have another great one next Saturday. Into the area. Double team, slipped and went down. Ooh, I thought that was a slip, perhaps not. This could change some momentum.
I think it was a foul. And that Calvert has his back to goal. Sam Fink's defending. That's the last thing Sam wants to do there is foul at this particular part of the field. He didn't let Calvert turn. Calvert now has his back to play. Sam puts his hands on him.
Yeah, there was the trip.
Yeah, referee whistles up the foul. Dangerous free kick scenario here.
Left foot on left foot.
You can immediately get back in the game on dead balls like this.
Two men come out to face. Can absolutely change momentum. Jostling for position. Direct shot just over the top. Had just enough of an angle. What an idea.
But that is the play. Shoot that ball all night long. Good effort by the Charlotte Independents to get back into this game and get a first. That teetering 2-goal lead, Bob, the most dangerous lead in soccer. Just over the top of the crossbar. Nonetheless, Alec Can had it covered.
Driven across midfield. Hardware tried to run it down, knocked it out of play. See if St. Louis can get some more action going here.
Hardware always willing to do the running. Flicked onto him by Kingsley Bryce. You have two real speedsters over there on the right flank with Bryce and Hardware. And certainly willing to do the running for each other.
Got back for Bouchou. Jacob through the middle with Gall. On the ground, had the idea, but it was well read and broken up. Now Musa. He wants the right side again. A St. Louis player was down on one knee. They run under and then back up top. Have some space, moving in. Knocked away into a double team. Oh, and there's a run down in the penalty area. This one's getting a little chippy, I think.
Bouchou and Del Piccolo.
Yeah. Referee senses it as well and says, okay, the play's over, gentlemen.
That's enough, guys. Bernard Hossa, man in charge tonight. Shane Kennard, Stephen Hoffmeister, and Aaron Schumacher. Hoffmeister and Schumacher, only appropriate that two referees doing a St. Louis FC game would have the same last name as two of the most pedigreed teams in the history of St. Louis soccer. Two funeral homes, Hoffmeister and Schumacher.
The beat goes on in St. Louis. Generation to generation, no doubt about it. Ribeiro on the right side.
Kalungi's come over to right back.
He had really worked the left side exclusively all night, and I guess as they bring in different personnel, they've changed it up.
He's a strong player, Bob. He's
Yes,
experienced.
he is.
Captain of Uganda's national team, 15 caps for them.
Wow. Now Jerome, just inside the right sideline. Curls one, dangerous, headed away by the defense, nice. Parker Marr, he'll drive it out of there.
Sam Fink heads another ball out of his own penalty area.
Really nicely done, because that was a good ball.
Oh, that's a very dangerous ball. It's away from the goalkeeper. Everybody's up on that play. Everybody's into the penalty area.
Kalungi, gets it in. Nice little no-look left foot pass. He gets in deep, nobody on him, plenty of space. Oh, but offside. And Ryan Finley was really on the attack, and I guess St. Louis felt all along, let him run. He's offside, but that was scary for a moment.
And Finley had played 2 years at Duke, then 2 years at Notre Dame. represented the United States at the under 17 and under 18 level.
Lucy came over to get a magic salve or bomb.
Something.
On the, nobody knows what a bomb is, you know.
No, they don't. Salve, that's marginal. We may know what that means. But it's the magic sponge, the one that brings them all around in the end.
Duck it, and they'll send it forward. Back through the middle, 2-0 St. Louis. Oh, a nice ball on the run. There's a shove. Did they see it? Oh,
Sam think
what a break.
Really living dangerously. He clearly pushed down number 9, Ryan Finley.
What a break for St. Louis. Lungi rolls that back. They'll bring it out again. Jerome.
They'll bring it out again, and they'll attack again. Not with balls like that coming out of the back. A rare giveaway coming out of their own backfield by Charlotte.
He's used to Kalungi catching everything
Positively.
on the left side. Now he's moved right.
Just play it towards a corner flag. He'll run onto it.
Hope to fill it up here again. Marshall Wireless Stadium in St. Louis. Hope to see you in the stands. See if you can set another record next Saturday night. 7:30 start.
Here on the Denny Long Field, named after the National Soccer Hall of Famer, the former president, Anheuser-Busch, the man who constructed the St. Louis Soccer Park, now Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. And this venue, Bob, really instrumental in the success of the 1990 World Cup team. This was, for all intents and purposes, the home venue for the 1990 World Cup. The United States qualified after a 40-year absence for the World Cup.
Amazing. Curled into the middle, dangerous, but it bounced away. Could have gone the other direction. Can they run it down? They do. Klungji, and he knocked it off of Parker Marr, who got there to cut him down, but it'll be a corner kick for Charlotte out of the right corner. And Paulo Del Piccolo. Quickly tips it in for Alvarez. Wants the far post, a little too far, knocked it away. Here comes Kingsley Bryce out of the crowd.
Jordan Roberts back to help out defensively.
Kingsley Bryce in those long strides can eat up a lot of ground. That should be onside. He's got a man. Here comes Kingsley, one man to beat. Kingsley Bryce sets him up, holds him up. Steps to the baseline. Good defense. Tried to poke it away. Kingsley Bryce hemmed in the corner. Tripped up. St. Louis will get it.
Jack Thompson does his job defensively. He stops Kingsley Bryce, and then he fouls him. Now there's going to be a free kick for St. Louis. No necessity whatsoever.
You're winning the battle.
The foul there. Mike Jeffries should be losing it on the sideline there. Don't foul there.
We got a man down, and I'll remind you about G&W Meat and Bavarian Style Sausage Company. Proud to be the official broad of St. Louis FC, celebrating 50 years as a family-owned St. Louis tradition. You can't beat G&W Meat.
We talked about Mike Jeffries marshaling on his team. Former Duke All-American, won the Herman Trophy in 1983. Bob Bradley's assistant in 1998 when Chicago Fire won the MLS Cup. Also head coach in MLS for Dallas.
Like we had a couple of guys cramping up a little bit, perhaps.
Everybody's been running all night at sprinter speed. Michael Bustamante will come on for the visiting Charlotte Independence. Richard Dixon still on the field for St. Louis FC. Coming back after many injuries. Been doing a good job tonight, has number 2, Richard Dixon. And evidently he's going to exit right now, as we see that St. Louis FC has 9 shots as of late. That's what's been happening. So Dixon will exit.
Chad Vandergriff.
Chad Vandergriff will come on, who has occasionally been playing a wide back position.
Oh, they got it in tight, knocked away. Still trying to get personnel in over on the sideline and play. They played on.
Dangerous free kick to the far post. And I don't know why Chad Vandergriff has not been allowed to enter the game. Now he comes on.
Little confusion. Still 2-0. Alvarez. He drops it back. Has Jerome. Sends it back up top. Rivero. Piccolo. Jerome curled one at the far post, too far out, loose on the ground. Oh, a shot blocked by the defense, another shot blocked.
Sam Fink blocks 2 shots by Finley.
Now St. Louis looks to pull it out of there, but sends it into the crowd, this record crowd.
Yeah.
They want to get it going quickly.
Keep the ball a bit. Don't get pinned back too deeply. Come out and play.
Duck it. Del Piccolo sends, rolls one through. Nice play by Duty to get it out of there. Now Gall and Duty, they're being hemmed in. Up the side. Nice play there, but Roberts couldn't keep it going up the left side. They broke it up.
Yeah, good defending by Bill Duckett.
Less than 20 minutes left in this one, assuming you can keep your lead. This is a team that scored 22 goals in their last 12 games, undefeated, 6-0-6.
Ball sent into the penalty area, just at the tip of the penalty area. Jackson can't quite run onto it. Parker Marr tried to clear it. Was looking upfield for Jordan Roberts.
Jerome and then Del Piccolo. Through the middle, knocked away.
Del Piccolo very active, coming in the central part of the field, off the flanks, playing the ball on the ground, looking for 1-2s.
Roberts and Gall.
Well, Roberts held that ball up nicely.
They'll go the right side. Knocked away. Can they keep it? Good work by Bouchou. He's had a good night, hasn't he?
Bouchou will run in the 89th minute as if the ball's just been centered off.
Tan pops it to midfield. Parker Marr battles for it with Del Piccolo. Taken over, and that may stay in, and not enough. As Berner had the angle, had the space, and knew he could beat Hardware there.
Well, Jamil, he entertained
he
it at
thought
first.
He looked at it and said maybe, and then he said no, he's going to go after it.
Usain Bolt couldn't have caught up with that ball.
But Berner knew right away he'd better get there. Last few minutes. Charlotte carrying the play, punching it out of there. Nice job.
Again, good goalkeeping. You can't catch that ball. You don't know what's coming on the opposite side.
Broken up as they tried to hit their target man up top. Now Alvarez for Charlotte.
They bring everybody's pushing forward. They will continue to attack, change the point of attack, send balls into the ground like this.
Cut out of there nicely. Oh, trying to get it forward. They kept it in.
Well, they try to get the ball back as quickly as possible, Bob.
Back through the middle, on the ground, dangerous, but knocked away. Can't control. There's a blast through the middle and wide. Put that on goal, that's dangerous.
Positively, because it comes through a maze of players, and Alacan might be unsided. I'd like to ask you again, are you interested in a refreshingly different banking alternative here in the St. Louis area? Well, welcome to the world of Triad Banking. Your business, your family, your bank. TriadBanking.com as Kentaro Takata enters the game for Parker Marr.
Parker's run a lot tonight and done well.
Yes, he has. He does his job on the right flank. He gets left flank, gets up and down, contributes to the attack, cuts balls out, always willing to join.
Brian Ciasolco's going to come in as well momentarily. 81st minute. Be quite a bit of stoppage time.
Yeah, there's been quite a few changes.
2-0 St. Louis.
But now in the continuing theme of what you want to do with this team, in your last 2 home games, A, get 6 points, B, with a game like this, close it out. It is imperative you close this game out.
So Piccolo in the middle. Everything goes through him.
He's very active, Bob. He goes to find the game at all times.
Relentless. Sent one on. Duty protects the angle of the ball and it goes out. Well played. Siasolka is going to come into the game.
He'll come into the game for a player who can keep the ball, maybe step on the top of it, knock it around a bit, so that you're not just clearing the ball, because when you do that, Bob, in a game like this, you clear it against a team like this, it is coming right back at you.
Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price on quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service. For convenience and value, get into Dobbs.
Siasolka comes on for Jameel Hardware, who had an absolutely magnificent game. Sideline to sideline, always dangerous, willing to do the running, making himself available. Very dangerous offensively is number 7 Hardware.
You have to lock it down without going into a shell. That is such a tough balancing act for a team.
And there's what Siasolka, one of the things he adds. A fresh player comes on, he's not going to let people receive and turn at midfield.
Piccolo through the middle with Ribeiro. Now Burner. Here they come again. He wants the right side, and he's got Jerome. Jerome curls one in. Knocked away, but Del Piccolo is there. Curled back through the middle. Nice work by St. Louis through the middle. That man, Jacob Bouchou. What a night he's had. St. Louis gives it up, though, up the sideline, and they'll come right back at you.
They will come right back at you because this guy right here engineers it all. You talked about it earlier, Bob. Del Piccolo. He will go to find it, and they know to play through him.
Sam Fink breaks that one up, but not for long. Here they come through the middle. Does he get enough space to get a shot? Running it down nicely, and that goes over the end line. They're going to get a corner, or we got a yellow card. Whoa.
Foul just outside the tip of the penalty area.
Not what St. Louis needed.
Bustamante doing the attacking, running through Vandegrift, Gall, and then he's fouled by Sam Fink, just outside the tip of the penalty area.
Well, it's up to Alec Can now.
Yeah, this is on the goalkeeper here because this is a shot.
And there it is. Oh, deflected. A defender got a head up there and got in the way and knocked it away.
Wall did its job.
Yep.
Wall did its job.
Good work as they'll set it up out of the left corner. Alec Can directs traffic back on the goal line. Curls one in. Oh, right on. Loose. He goes down and it goes out of play. That was scary. I saw Alec go down and the ball was still in play.
Dangerous ball to the opposite post. As is always the case on plays like this, they're going to look for Ryan Finley. He came in as a second half change in the game of Wednesday night and scored goals. He's troublesome, as is a late addition, Caleb Calvert.
Takata for St. Louis. Swings it up the left side. Siasolka curls in the corner. Back for Kentaro Takata. Fresh legs. Gets in a double team. They try to keep it in. Oh, nice play to send it back to a defender. Charlotte recovers, and here they come.
They play out of their own backfield, passing sideways on an angle through their own penalty area. Very nicely done.
Back through the middle. Takata tried to break it up, gave up the body to do so. It's courageous play there. Sent forward, and Roberts knew he was offside, but he didn't see the flag go up. Knew it was coming. And that's Roberts.
You can see Charlotte. They know the urgency of this game, Bob.
That's right. Slowing things down.
Yep. After Duty tried to flip it over the top of Duckett. Maybe find Roberts. He's offside.
Del Piccolo. He'll try the left flank again. Jackson sent one up top, looking for a target in the middle. Del Piccolo was taken down, and they're going to go the other way. There's a shot that goes after the whistle and out of play.
Del Piccolo battling Kentaro Takada, who just came into the game.
Yeah, Kentaro had a good position on him. And that's the case. Even on a flighted ball, the low man won that time.
So we get into the 87th minute. Goals by Musa and Bushu.
Petey comes over and talks it over with Dale Schilly for a moment. Sent forward. St. Louis can't keep possession very long, but they'll get the ball back there. Good play by Brian Dahl to keep the Charlotte player off that one.
Who's been very calm and sure on the ball all night long. He's run from sideline to sideline. That holding midfielder at such an important position, Bob, to stay in front of those last four defenders. You got to cut balls out as early as you cut them out. You got to play them that early. Contribute to the offense. It's a vital position.
Great play by Finley, sent it forward, and Musa breaks up the play nicely.
That is the play by Musa. Win the ball, don't even tackle, comes off the last offensive player's feet, play the way you're facing.
Good pressure, though, by Charlotte to get the ball right back.
They play from side to side. You got to slide with them side to side.
Ribeiro sends it to the flank. St. Louis pushes him out. And Takada's there. Takada wanted Roberts too far ahead, and Berner saw it and made the play.
Taka plays that ball on the ground to Roberts' feet. You really take up some time there. They can play 1-2s together.
Del Piccolo. Back through the middle. Oh, nice one touch through there. Looking to get it back was Findlay. Cleared it out. Out of play, I should say. Findlay's trying to make something happen.
Oh, without any question, Bob. He's been their goal scorer all year long.
89th minute, several more to go. Peter Kelly's going to come in for St. Louis.
Another player played his intercollegiate soccer at SIU Edwardsville. When the team started training February 16th, he was coming off of surgery to his forearm, couldn't play. Worked his way back into the lineup. Had his first start of the year back in June 19th against Colorado.
So Bushu's out, but talk about his game tonight.
Everywhere on the field. As a matter of fact, that's the rule rather than the exception for Jacob Bushu. That's the way he plays soccer.
Nice work by Musa and Peter Kelly, who just came into the game and made a nice play. Musa again.
Musa and Sam Fink as the central defenders head out ball after ball.
There we go again. And Sam Fink clears it. But only to midfield, and here they come again.
Now at this stage, everything's just going to be flatted into the penalty area.
Fink knocked that away with another header. They drive it again into the area, and that's going to roll through harmlessly.
3 minutes at a minimum of stoppage time.
Veta Sports has 6 locations in the metro area, offering indoor and outdoor adult soccer leagues with men's, co-ed, and women's divisions. Register a team or sign up for a house team. Details at vetasports.com. Get your friends together and play soccer.
I think you ought to get out there, Bob. You and Jim Hewer, John Hadley, do a little 3v3.
Well, let's see. 3v3.
We'll give you the 10 shirt.
How many of them will be EMTs? Because they're the ones that are going to get the most work done. Now Jordan Roberts, oh, almost.
Wilson up offside. He tried to stay flat with that last defender. Peter Kelly digs this ball out nicely. Jordan Roberts just beyond him. Yeah, whistled up offside.
Musa again. Roberts got whacked from behind, but stays in the play. Recovered by Jerome. Del Piccolo up top. Nice little give and go. Del Piccolo held up, but he survives. Still on his feet, trying to make a play. And St. Louis was able to take it away. Nicely done by Gall.
Oh, that's a nice play. Nice change of play from Bichak Jerome.
Sent in a header attempt over the top of the crossbar.
Good effort by Caleb Calvert. Another second half change for the Independents.
Worldwide Technology, proud supporter of St. Louis FC. One of the 100 best places to work in America. Worldwide Technology understands with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen.
We are indeed at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park, Marshall Wireless Stadium, Denny Long Field.
Back through the middle. Two nothing.
This will be a late card to Del Piccolo against number 5, Brian Ciasolca.
Tries to plead his case. The referee won't even listen. Get out of here. Go away.
Here's the end result of the play. Del Piccolo battling number 5, Brian Ciasolca. Trying to get the ball back was Del Piccolo, but he clearly fouled him.
I think the referee trumped him. Sit down. Sit down.
He might have fouled.
I think he fouled him as well. Final minutes of this one in St. Louis. The kind of effort, well, I'm not even going to say effort, the kind of result, the kind of pace, the kind of score that St. Louis has been looking for all year on their home pitch.
When you come in to your home venue, the other team has to know before they even arrive, this place is impossible to play. We can't get points here. Much to the chagrin of the home side, that has not taken place this year. We talked about it, Bob. It's been really confounding how they had to come from behind, chase so many games. But it is not for lack of effort.
And it's not, there's the game. It's not like Charlotte has played poorly.
No, by no means.
You beat a good team here. They had been unbeaten in 12 straight. And St. Louis takes the lead early, commands the game, and beats the Charlotte Independents 2-0. And Charlotte falls, gets a loss for the first time in 12 games.
So Charlotte playing in their 27th game tonight. Never know. You don't know what's going to happen in this Eastern Conference. Only 2 teams have been decided, Rochester and Louisville. Western Conference pretty much for all intents and purposes all taken care of, battling for that last place. Seattle, Tulsa, Portland really outside, but nonetheless, St. Louis FC did in a home game what you're supposed to do. Get up on the opponent, make it difficult for them play, make them play, and close out a game, which when they've had rare leads at home, they have not been able to do that before. But they realize at this stage of the season, embrace that spoiler role. I think the players are somewhat getting that now.
Bushu and a few others, Gall and a few others had some really, I mean, it was clearly a team effort, but there were some real standouts tonight.
In particular, as the players you just mentioned, Bushu and Gall. Not just your goal scorers, Musa and Jacob Bushu, but the way that they play in that 4-2-3-1 formation. Dale Shirley told me that we had to do so many different things at the start of the season, dramatically different in midseason. Case in point, we had to change styles in midseason. And then what kind of style can be successful, and then can we teach that style? So you put 2 defenders, 2 holding midfielders in front of the last 4, that 4-2-3-1, and they do their job. They cut balls out, they're active in everything, they contribute to the offense, they help defensively, they help play balls out of the backfield to the overlapping back, so they really did their job tonight.
And you had mentioned it a number of times, but especially late in the game, and it was so true with your defenders, Musa and Fink in particular in the back, just as Charlotte was relentless on the attack, very direct attack, but those two in particular were back consistently to head balls and cut balls out and get them out of the area.
They are comfortable in the central part of the field. They know there's going to be countless balls flighted into the penalty area, especially by a team like this who is competent with the ball on the ground, obviously. So be wary of that first and foremostly. But balls are going to come flatted in. Be wary of it. They know it, and they're comfortable in that scenario. They have been all night long.
So what's next as we look ahead?
Well,
Louisville 1 week, 7:30 for folks. Let's see if we can break another record attendance-wise and fill Worldwide Technology Soccer Park to the brim. Louisville comes in. You got to build on this and let it all hang out. There's nothing to hold back for.
Exactly right, Bob. You build on plays like this where Patrick Duty sends the ball over to Jacob Bouchou, rises to meet it. In the second last game of the year, Bouchou gets his first goal, justifiably, because he's always willing to contribute to the offense. Has been unlucky, as a matter of fact. He's a tremendous ball winner, but when he runs from sideline to sideline, it means a lot for this team. He helps out offensively.
Fans out on the pitch enjoying this one as well. They should, embracing their team. Great crowd tonight. Terrific game.
And one game left, and one of our themes we said was going to be get 6 points to close out the season. They've got 3 right now. They'll play a difficult team in the persons of Louisville coming in next week. They've been very good all year long. So they end their season, St. Louis FC does, by playing Louisville City FC. It all started back on March 28th. Is that possible? March 28th?
Wow.
When St. Louis FC, they lost their first game of the year on the road to Louisville City 2-0. So maybe it's only justifiable that they close out the year by returning the favor.
Bill, it's been great. These are fun. This is the way we want it to be here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. So we're going to break away, but there's a lot of soccer talk coming up immediately following on the Big 550 KTRS. St. Louis wins it. They beat Charlotte 2-0. For Bill McDermott, I'm Bob Ramsey. Jim Hewer and the gang are next. More soccer talk on the Big 550 KTRS.